You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, welcome to another awesome episode of Vigilantes Radio. I'm your host, dini-mussolini, and we have a very special guest for tonight's show. You definitely don't want to miss that. Oh yeah, so there are over... oh my goodness, 32,000 of you guys on our phone lines, in our chat rooms, on the browser, also Google Hangouts, Skype, all the plugins that we use. You guys are filling those channels up, and I greatly appreciate that. You have no idea. You guys make the show, of course, as you guys know that. So the value of effort. What if you could have whatever you wanted, like again and again? Not like Thanos, but just by snapping your fingers, you could have whatever you wanted. And what if everyone else could do the same thing as well? How much would you value and appreciate the things that you had? What would you do with your life if there was no need for effort? Where would you find meaning? What would give you the satisfaction? The value of effort is not only in what it produces or what you produce, but also in what it demands of you. The greatest opportunity in life is not for a free ride, even though I wouldn't mind a free ride every now and then, but the greatest opportunity is to be fully challenged and to meet challenge with effective effort. The things we value are the things to which and for which we give of ourselves. There is nothing that means more to a person after they've given their blood, sweat, and tears. It just makes the whole effort worthwhile, right? At the end of the day, there's no way around that. Some of the hardest working people are those who are wealthy enough that they don't need the money. However, they do need the effort, the accomplishment, and the challenge. We all do. Without it, life is shallow and empty. So make the effort, meet the challenge, and rejoice in the opportunity to do so. Take that from me, Dini-Mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello, and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music, or the book, or film, or even the business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create these marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. Big ups to my folks who are indigos, crystalline, or the starseeds, for my Vigilantes audience family, for my hooligans, and shout out to my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're in a struggle like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 5 solid years. I appreciate to all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, films, and research in every aspect. And we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award-winning artists, nominees, to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology revolutionaries, visual artists, from authors to professors, and vampires. Or people who think they're vampires. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out to book your interview or to appear on my other show called Skeptics. Email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com, and that's V as in Victor. We hope to get the stories behind these unique people and give them a chance to tell their truth to us and the universe. That is Vigilantes Radio sole purpose. You know the number to dial, 701-801-9813. Share that number with your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, which is onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the home page, you can slap that go live button and you'll be here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. So feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab them from either Spreaker.com/only one media group, iTunes, Player.fm, YouTube, any app from the Google Play or iTunes store, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we've ever aired.
Well, guys, today's interview is the Mykeah Interview, and again, I'm your host, dini-mussolini. It's not every day that you'll get to tune in to an interview with an artist that shoots for the moon, yet stay incredibly down to earth. So seriously, I've had a incredible time researching Mykeah. She creates no illusions about who she is and why she do what she does. There's an incredible intelligence in her approach to the game, and she's becoming more relevant today than ever before. So with that, let's welcome her to the show, and hopefully I got the right number here. So here we go. Hey, Mykeah, now live in the midst with all of us. How's it going?
Hello, it's great. How are you?
Doing great as well. I did get the right number. I so clever.
Hey.
Anyway, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Nice. All right, so, to break the ice on a lot of things, I always try to talk about the weather first and foremost. I know we have a lot of hurricanes on particular East Coast. So how's the weather in your neck of the woods?
It's pretty good. It's a little chilly.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Any snow yet?
No.
Okay. Well, that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, cool deal. So, first things first, I want to know about your life journey that you've been on so far, of course. And then we can chat to, or you can catch us up to where you are now. So, you can go back as far as you want. I like to call it the genesis of Mykeah. So, yeah. Tell us a story or two.
All right. Well, I grew up singing in my church. I've had some vocal coaching along the way. And I still have good people around me and in my circle. But what I saw in myself is that I really love music, and that I have a passion for it, and that it drives me to where I am today, which is working with, some of the best people in the industry, and, getting through to you. I'm on Vigilante Radio, like, come on.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, Mykeah, how long did it take, though, for you to realize that, okay, I can make a career out of this? Like, at what age did you make that decision to just hit the ground running?
Oh, I would have to say 7 or 8. That being said, because I grew up watching Hannah Montana, and I'm like, oh, I can be her. I can be her or even greater,
Right on. Okay, so there's definitely a time gap here, or for me per se, and our world has changed so much. At 7 or 8 years old, I was playing with Ninja Turtles and wasn't thinking about music or radio or anything like that, because we didn't have like child performers at that time. I don't think so. Not that I can remember. So Ninja Turtles were pretty much my world back then. But that's incredible that at such an early age you knew exactly what you wanted to do. So how was that road to getting to where you are now?
Well, I'm working with, like I said, some of the best people in the industry right now, and I think that because I looked at, her as my who I was going to obtain to be, led me in the right direction so that I can focus on what I needed to do and what avenues I needed to take so that I could get to where I am now.
Yeah.
And that, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But how did you meet these people who are transforming your life?
Through many, many roads of travel. I've traveled this whole United States 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 times.
See, that's what I was trying to, pull out of you. I have to flip you upside down. The answer to fall out of your pocket. But yeah, like that journey, you had to go places to, get people to notice you, right? And
yes.
I guess you were lucky to run into some people who could really move some things for you. I mean, you had the talent, and of course, they probably have the plugs and the necessary resources to make things happen. And I have to applaud you and your team for that. That's incredible. That's really incredible.
Thank you.
Definitely. So you mentioned vocal lessons, of course. But what other things did you do to progress yourself?
Performances, working with different producers, experiencing behind the scenes, learning about how technology and music go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely more so on the experiences and definitely doing and working and actually grinding.
Mm-hmm.
Like going out, doing my own promo, meeting all different kinds of people, just being on scene,
Right. Yeah. How was that first performance?
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize what I would feel like. I didn't know what to expect when I got on stage for the first time. It was actually in New York, Ridgewood, New York City, and it wasn't at all what I expected it to be. It was, put right up in my face, and it was like, do or don't do,
Right.
And I just went and did, and ever since then, here I am now.
Oh, wow. New York, the Mecca of music.
Yeah, and I was 15. My first performance.
Nervous, huh? Nerve-wracking.
Oh, yeah. Braces still in the mouth.
Oh, wow. So we have a lot of listeners who are like trying to break into the art. How did you get over that stage fright? Or getting those butterflies out of your stomach? Or did they ever go away?
Well, they did actually go. They didn't go away all the way, but about my 4th performance, it was at Smoke Fest in Medford, Oregon, and it was with Redman and Method Man. And that was when I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I don't need to have this fright, because after my performance, a fan ran backstage and they literally hugged me, and they were like crying, and they hugged me, and I was in like shocked because it was so beautiful. It was like you saw me for what I wanted you to see. You felt my art. You feel me. You know. And ever since then, I get on stage and I'm like, I got this. I got the little butterflies at the beginning, but then it goes away after that. After I see all the people and they're happy and they're vibing out and they're enjoying what brought us together, and that's the music.
Right on. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, the Smoke Fest is a real good place to perform at. An associate of mine actually runs that festival, and I think like the second or third year they did it, I booked bizzy-bone there. I didn't get a chance to attend, but yeah. So, but my first performance was very like. First of all, I was in way over my head. I was kind of like you, like doing everything myself, promo, booking my own shows, and I was in a group at the time. So we did like this Stop the Violence tour. And
oh wow!
It was our first ever performance, even as a group. So we were bumping into each other, and then the song that we did was about kicking in somebody's door and duct taping people. And like mid-sentence, I realized, oh wait, we're at a Stop the Violence concert. Wow, that's crazy, man. So I was like, oh, I totally messed up.
Wow.
But, yeah. So kids, listen, if you're doing a show, make sure that your music is appropriate for the show. You know, there's all these kids that are looking like, duct tape who? Kidnap who? Oh, man, we messed up pretty bad.
Wow.
But, yeah. So let the people and followers of Vigilantes Radio know where you draw and where you still, you know, draw your influences from. I mean.
Well, like I said, I draw it from when I was younger. Like I saw myself in Hannah Montana. Like that's really where I drew it from. I'm like, I'm gonna be that pop star. I'm gonna be that pop artist. And I drew it from the traveling, the experiences, and definitely more work. You know, the more work I get, the more work you do, the better you get at
right on
your job and what you do. And as a performer and as a pop star, you know, the more work that I get and the more projects I put out and the more experience I get, that's what makes me who I am.
Right on. Right on. So we can look at like the lives and careers of let's say Miley Cyrus, for instance, how her life, how her music has changed through growth, evolution, I guess, as it should. You started young, 7, 8. So what have changed for you musically? Like, what is noticeable about your growth in your music?
Working with different producers has made an impact on my musical growth. I started off, you know, with the hook, the verse, I got the hook, I got the verse, I got the song together, but was it a song? I don't think that at that age I had that. And by working with people that actually, you know, make it, seeing that I was missing some aspects like ad-libs and filling up spaces and what should go, you know, this is way too long, Mykeah. Yeah. This is way too many words, Mykeah. What are you trying to tell, a story? Yes, I'm trying to tell a story. So just working with people that could help me display my art as I wanted it to without limiting my creativity has really done that for me.
Yeah. And you're so absolutely right. Producers, having that right producer, they can do wonders. They're like the architects, of music.
For sure.
But is it hard to let go of things you create? Like, let's say, for instance, one of my buddies, going back to that group I used to be in, he did like 44 bars for this one song. It was like, dude, that's way too long. He's like, I got so much to say, though. No, man, we got to cut that. Like, we have to lose at least 27 bars of that. And is it hard for you, though, to let go pieces of the story when you know that you need all the details just to get your emotions across? Like, how does that work out for you?
No, because I find that I can still put that same what I want in there through my vocals and through the feeling that I give out, and that it really doesn't have much to do. It has a lot to do with what I'm saying, but more to do with what feeling I'm giving you and what it is that I'm presenting. That's really what counts for me creatively.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I believe that life truly unfolds for artists through their records. Is that something we can listen to? Like, if we check back on your back catalog, is that something we can hear, your life unfold on these records?
Of course. It's all me on all the records. I really get to express myself as an independent artist, because most artists can't, and I get full creative control. So you're getting the all original Mykeah from backlog to current current music that I have.
I think that's super important, creative control. You can definitely tell your story your own way because you experienced it. Nobody else did. So it's definitely a great thing. But speaking of that, since you're singing about experiences, I'm definitely sure they involve other people at times, right?
Yes.
Do these people ever come back and say, hey, you were singing about me? I didn't know you were feeling that way, or am I really that bad of a person, I don't know. I don't know if you take it to the dark side sometimes. How is that when you're involving real people in your music? Do they ever, give you feedback?
Yes.
Really? How do you handle it?
I handled it very well because it was actually something good.
Oh, okay.
But as far as if it was something that I took to the deep end and they did approach me, I would tell them that they were an inspiration to me, and I appreciate them for being an inspiration to me. And I'm glad we went through that, or this happened or that happened for it to arise, so that other people can feel and experience it too.
Right on. So right about that. So this is my 5th year of doing Vigilantes Radio. It didn't always start out as a interview show. It was more of a talk show at first. But now we're interviews. So to me, I'm just another a-hole with an opinion, personally. But I've written, said, examined, did a lot. And one thing at a time that I remember is about 1.5 years ago was about the amount of rap and pop music that we're getting out of Virginia, which is where you're at. Again, this is not my opinion. I didn't write this article, but it's just something that I read. And it mentioned that pop is still uncharted territory where you live at. I didn't know that. I mean, you guys have Timberland, I think Missy-Elliot, Genuine, I think Trey-Songz maybe. Yeah, but they're not really pop, but still, you get the idea. So is it really, uncharted, non-existent, the pop territory?
Well, as far as I know, people from Virginia have to branch out because support for local artists is not there, from radio even to small businesses. However, I do have local supporters. The Fredericksburg area, Spotsylvania, Stafford, Locust Grove. And let me give a shout out to the Bellas, hashtag BV5L, Kylie, Bianca, Sassy, Little Gab, and all of my fans who continue to support me. So from my perspective, it's experimental. I'm glad I could be Mykeah, and I'm going to put the pop scene in VA on the map and show real love now that the Timberland and Missy era is over.
Given that notion, would you move away from Virginia, or you plan on staying rooted, but, or how I say, going to get the cheese and bringing the cheese back home? Or do you just see like another region or location being a good fit for the music of Mykeah?
Well, I plan to represent Virginia for its pop music and culture. So I plan to stay and make a name for Virginia in pop music and culture.
True that. And now that I think about it, region is just region, because with the internet, it kind of bridges, the gaps to all these other regions. You really don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah. Right.
But still, Cali's a great place to be. New York's a great place to be. Florida, or even Virginia. You guys have a beach, right?
Yes, the Virginia Beach.
Yeah, thought so. Never been to Virginia. Would like to go one day.
Well, it's a nice place to live and visit, and it has a lot of history and fun things to do. We have amusement parks. Well, like, I'm from Fredericksburg, so less than 16 minutes away from me is an amusement park, and it's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, sounds like it. So for our listeners, what do you think the biggest surprise about the building process of a potential hit song or hit single?
So much work.
Yeah, what kind of work?
Like imagery, branding, strategy, cost. It all matters. It's all so important.
Yeah.
Fans deserve the best and only the best.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like a job within a job within a job.
Yes. We cannot go half.
Yeah.
We got to come full-fledged.
You're right about that. So what's the toughest thing about getting a project done? You're working on the album, right? That's probably due sometime 2019?
Yes.
Cool. What's the toughest thing about working on that?
Well, the toughest thing about that is making my art come to life. And in doing so, it needs to be 100% ready for my fans. It needs to be, like I said, I'm not going to just put something out. It's going to be ready to go, and it's going to take work. Like I said, work. It's going to take grind. It's going to take lots of aspects for me to release it, because I'm not going to put anything out that isn't worthy of their time.
Do you have somebody in your circle that lets you know when maybe a song isn't 100%?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
2 people.
2 people?
Yes.
They're not yes men, are they? Where they
No.
say, oh, yeah, that sounds great. Oh, that
My
sounds
manager, G-High, is definitely going to let me know if it is not correct.
Dope. Shout out G-High.
Shout out G-High.
So, all right, Mykeah, please take this next moment to mention anything else at all that maybe I didn't bring up that you wanted to talk about. This is what I call the open floor.
All right. Well, I want to first thank Visual NT Radio. Thank you. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at MYKEAH, and on Facebook at The Real Mykeah, MYKEAH, Twitter at Mykeah, MYKEAH_GMM. I want to shout out Get Mo Music, Vacant Lot Records, my producer James Grease, the Coke Boys, Monique Bunn, and go get that Hold Up, No Love, and Honey.
Yeah. And guys, just in case you didn't get those links, I have them in the description of this episode. So all you have to do is click the link. I typed everything out all nice, neat, and pretty. So all you got to do is just click the link and it'll take you right to her site and her social media. Is there a fake Mykeah out there?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yep, this is
if not, if so, report her.
G-High, get on it. Right. But no, every time I hear like a social media handle that's like The Real such and such, like, oh, is there a fake one out there? Hey, people do take names. I do know that. So yeah, you gotta differentiate from the very beginning. All right, guys, after the music break, it'll be time for our usual tradition. It is called the hot seat, and our fans love this part of the segment, of course, along with the actual interview. It's where we heat Mykeah's seat up, and you'll be able to hear her do some vocals, maybe some poetry, inspirational speech, spoken word. Maybe she can freestyle rap, tell a joke or story, or even play a live instrument. Well, you never know what these creative minds and vessels will produce in the spotlight. And in a moment, we'll find out if Mykeah has what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of her true artistry, and maybe even some hidden talents. But for right now, we have Mykeah with her song, Honey, and we'll be right back.
Don't even know that. Don't even know that. Are you a buzzy bee looking for me? It's not criminal, it's golden. The animals are rosing, tucking in a tray. Where you find me, hiding my in love in my life like I'm supposed to. There are bears, beware. They wanna steal my tear up my then tear down my I run a tight ship, it only would take just one hit. It's that slick. It rhymes with funny, it don't take a dummy. Haha, I'm funny. Where is the money? Oh my gosh, they love me. You don't even know that. Shouldn't even know that, 'cause it's mine. You didn't even know. You shouldn't even know, 'cause it's mine. 'Cause it's mine. You don't even know that, 'cause it's my honey. You didn't even know that, 'cause it's my honey. You didn't even know. Shouldn't even know. Don't even know that.
ways. Got me wanting to make you my girl for always. Wake you up on off days, chase you down the hallways. Playing hide and seek, we can stay in all week. Guaranteed to make you leak when I'm in between the sheets. Sunny weather brings a heat, and I keep my head down. I don't need to breathe when I'm in between your knees, giving heaven now. I stay on the magic beam till I make the cream, and I got a mean stalk that'll make it hard to walk for a day or two. I ain't a player, boo, I just crush a lot. I'm just thinking me and you could get together, rub and touch a lot. I touch all the spots where the sun don't shine. I send a tingle down your spine that'll make you beg to be mine, girl.
Are you waiting for me? Wide awake and lonely, the one and only, my one and only. Yeah, yeah. If it's something I can't say nothing.
All right, and we are back. That was Mykeah with her song, Honey. Incredible, incredible record. Oh, yeah. So, guys, you have to explore the possibilities. Think of all the incredible things that have come to pass just because someone wondered why, or why not, or what if. Science, technology, philosophy, and syllabus, people itself all benefit enormously from the spirit of exploration that is in every one of us. Almost every situation is an opportunity for exploring possibilities, for asking why, for considering the many what ifs, for looking at how or how much better can we make it. Take the time and effort to explore the possibilities, and you gain control over your world. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a cause. And when you understand the cause, you can control the result. This is true whether you're debugging software or planting a garden or training your dog, or even like I was at one point in time, homeless. Oh my goodness, Dini. Yes, I was. Cue the violin. But I asked the necessary questions, not just accepting my situation. You gotta ask how. You know, I hear a lot of artists talk about, I want to be famous, I want to be rich, instead of asking, how can I be famous? How can I be rich? Don't go ask Google. Google don't know anything. But study blueprints of people who have found success, who have obtained riches, wealth, you know, and adopt what they did and do the same thing, or, you know, twist it up, mix a few things together to come up with your own interpretation of how you're going to reach your end goal. That's what you got to do, from, you know, being homeless to working for Russell-Simmons as a tour manager. What? Yeah. We're not gonna brag though, so yeah. But yo, listen, life has you frustrated, and that's great. There's enormous energy in that frustration. Just ask the question why or why not, and ask what if. Soon you'll be wrapped up in limitless possibilities. Trust me, take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond. But for right now, let's bring back the woman of the moment, Mykeah. You're back live in the midst with all of us, and you're back.
Hello.
Yeah. We're going to heat up your seat real quick.
Oh, it's getting hot.
Oh yeah, that's how we like it. Hot. So, what are you going to perform for us today?
All right. I got one song I did at Smoke Fest. I'm going to give you a little taste of that. And then I got some new exclusives, unheard, not yet to drop. Not even has it even hit the mastering section of the process.
Now I am definitely excited. Yeah, I love exclusives.
getting stoned, stoned, stoned. GMM, getting stoned. Every night, all night, all night. On that dope, dope, dope. About that money, getting stoned. About that money, getting stoned. And we're leaning, and we're leaning, and we're leaning, getting stoned. About that bone, getting stoned. About that bone, getting stoned. Every night, all night, getting stoned, stoned. Every night, and we're leaning. Yeah, we're leaning every night, all night, getting stoned. That was performed at Smoke Fest. That was the hook. Now I'm going to go into the exclusive Evil song, Not Yet Even Mastered.
Nice.
Dancing with the devil. I could be real. Something we're looking for in the side view. See me in the west, up in the hills. Popping kettles, getting ill from the massive pill. My ego is inside of me. Pull it out like honeybees. Evil's all around me. B don't like to get my money easy with the real ones. All the trill ones. Spend a couple mil ones. If you look at me, that's where the money be. No run into me. If you slide with grease, no, you glide with me. Just sit back and take a bunch of X with me. We on another level. I don't need no new friends with me. Not no company. You better go talk to G. Hey.
Hey. Okay, I like that. Wow. That was super cool.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to have to keep my eye on you. Mykeah. Killing it. So, we can't thank you enough for putting up with my rambling. That seems to be my superpower when I do interviews. I just sometimes ramble. But, you know, your time is precious, and I truly appreciate it. I appreciate your talent as well. And completely looking forward to hearing more of you in the future. So we wish you the best of success. And may this road be an easy one for you. I know it can get hard.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that.
Definitely. And guys out there, if you need those links again to all of her social media and her website, we have those in the description of this episode. So all you have to do is click the link. I know you got the email from me early this morning, and again about an hour before the show aired. So I appreciate you guys opening in my mail. Yeah, appreciate that a lot. Appreciate you calling in and boosting up our server. But no worries, we can house all of you guys. And guys, always remember this: no matter where you are in life, you can be what you want to be. I will say that procrastination will kill the ambition. So try not to stall, because once you start and you stop, it's always hard to get started again. Just because we're placed at different points on the board, we all are born with the same material to win the race, and that is our brain. So make sure you use it and don't lose it. All right, see you guys later.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/only1mediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website. And that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to theradio@only1mediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that, because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini-Mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word, because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the number one rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable, because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.